Hi, I'm Lila Pariah, and this is my 1978 Cessna 152.
Cessna built the 152 between 1978 and 1985. If you include the very similar 150 model, over 31,000 of these aircraft have been built, of which 70% are still flying today. Because of the relatively low cost to buy and operate, they were and still are used as training aircraft. If you were to purchase one of these today, they'd range from $15,000 to $50,000. Lyla is the daughter of John, who you met in an earlier video with his twin commander. So let's talk to Lyla and learn more about her Cessna 152.
I've basically been flying since I was born. My dad has been an instructor ever since I've been alive, so he's been my instructor through private. We live on an airport community, so that's really convenient for us. We can just wake up, if it's a beautiful day, we could say, let's go flying. And I could take my friends flying, my family. It's really great having this Cessna and the Commander. Just crossed 400 hours. I also am working on my instrument right now, and I also got my multi-engine private pilot rating this summer. This has always been a passion, aviation. I've grown up around it. I've had my dad and my brother and sister, they're airline pilots. So growing up around that, it's been really encouraging. They've been very encouraging for me, and it's definitely been great having them help me along the way and teach me. I've grown up with a family of aviation, so that's been great. Right now I'm going to Louisiana Tech University in Ruston, Louisiana. It's a great aviation community there. I'm doing professional aviation and minoring in airport management. There's about 200 students in aviation there. We're all really close, we're great friends. There's great instructors. We do our flight training in Cessna 172s, Skyhawks, and they are all brand new this year with the G1000, so that is really cool to learn with. The pilot shortage is real. It has definitely been a pilot shortage. Airline pilots are just hiring really quick, and we experienced that at Louisiana Tech because you could have an instructor for a little bit, and then once they get hired really quick, they'll go, and you get a new instructor. So there was a shortage of pilots at the beginning. It has gotten better, and they're also limiting the number of students to get into aviation. They've made the standards higher, so you don't have to really experience that shortage of instructors. Louisiana Tech has a lot of aviation clubs. I've tried to join a lot of them. I'm currently in the aviation fraternity called Alpha Eta Rho. We do a lot of fun things there. I'm in Women in Aviation International. I went to the conference last year in Nevada, so that was fun. And I was also a part of flight team. I've always wanted to be an airline pilot. Like I mentioned, I have my older brother and sister are airline pilots, and I think it's really cool. I've loved flying on those big planes. I think it'd be really cool to just travel and take my family flying in there, and I think it's a really good job. I've heard it's great benefits. My family got this plane when I was about 14 years old. I immediately began training in it, and I became really comfortable in it. We got it for my flight training, and it's a really good plane to train in. It's really easy to learn in, it's really simple, and takes you places. I made lots of memories in this plane. Cessna 152s are generally used for training and personal use. So, as I mentioned, I did train in this. It actually used to belong to Embry-Riddle University, so they trained with this plane many years back. It is a single engine Cessna 152 with Lycoming 0235 engines. Even though this is a Cessna 152, it actually is about as fast as a Cessna 172 Skyhawk because it has the higher compression engine or cylinders, and so it's pretty fast. Yeah, the cruise in this plane is about 120. Every time I come home, I try to get some time in this plane. I hope for beautiful days, obviously, so I could fly with my family and just go practice locally and do some touch and goes at the nearby airports and just get some time. And I miss this plane. I love flying in it. I also remember taking my mom flying. She was my first passenger as a private pilot, and my brother. You know, I've also had lots of great flights with my dad in the plane, doing training or just flying around on pretty days so many times. Yeah.
You want to go fly then?
Yes, let's go fly.
All right, let's do it.
Clear.
It's been a while since I've heard one of these start up.
Yes.
When was the last time you flew this?
The last time I flew this was...
Midway traffic, Cherokee.
I couldn't do it over Thanksgiving break because of the weather, so probably a few months ago. Eagle Size traffic, Cessna 124 Romeo Papa is back taxiing 35 for departure on Eagle's Nest. Clear right now.
Yeah, 35 looks clear.
Midway
Yes.
traffic, 8512 Whiskey, turning final, 36 midway touch and go.
So growing up, after you got your license and everything, did you have to ask to go fly, or could you just go fly anytime you wanted?
Anytime I wanted.
Alright.
Basically, it's in our backyard. The hangar is in everyone's backyard, so... I mean, obviously I'd let my dad know, but...
Right.
yeah, we just go in the backyard, go flying.
Cool, that's very neat.
Yes.
I couldn't imagine being 16, 17 and having one of these. Pretty neat.
It's really convenient, but I've
Yeah.
grown up like this, so it's normal for me.
Yeah.
Is that a dog over there?
Yeah, it's a dog.
It looks like a coyote, actually.
It's got a collar. It's got a collar.
Oh, okay.
We took off out of Lancaster and there was a coyote.
That's happened to me before, too.
Yeah,
Oh.
that dog's got a collar on.
I'm just glad we're not landing when it's there. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay.
Midway
Wow.
traffic,
Oh, he's got a hurt leg.
8512
Oh.
Whiskey, left crosswind, 36 midway.
All right.
That's- Okay, so let's just hope he doesn't get back on the runway.
Yeah, right. We'll keep an eye on him.
Right. And, RP. Engine insurance green. Suction gauge. Throttle idle. Eagle's Nest traffic, Cessna 124 Romeo Papa is departing 35 Eagle's Nest.
Midway traffic, Cherokee 8512 Whiskey, turning final, 36 midway touch and go. Landing traffic 105 Juliet Mike is 5 miles north. We'll be in a right downwind for 35.
Eagle's Nest traffic, Cessna 4 Romeo Papa is departing the Patron to the east. Eagle's Nest. Saw my dad out there watching us. It's kind of cool. Every time I land, I'll see him out there just watching.
Yeah, hey, I'm sure he's proud.
Yes, all the support is great.
Well, yeah, I remember now flying one of these. It does take a little bit of runway.
Yes.
Charlie, 8 miles to the east, inbound runway 1, Pecan Plantation.
So it wouldn't take you very long to get out to the practice area, I guess. How far is that? Just to the east over here?
Just a couple miles out here. Yeah, I just come out here.
Where would you do? Would you practice your touch and goes at Midway?
Yes,
it's
there's
right
Midway is really close to mine, about 4 miles away from Eagle's Nest. I usually do touch and goes there.
there. And would you do most of your, learning and all that? Eagle's Nest is a pretty small, narrow runway. Would you do
Right.
most of your practicing over there on the bigger runways?
Yes, most of the time I would practice my landings and type of landings and stuff at Midway. Can't do touch and goes at Eagle's Nest, and you wouldn't want to, so. Pretty cool living here my whole life. I just get to fly over my schools.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, flying over friends' houses too. I've done that before.
Well, I used to spend a lot of time out in this practice area too because I was an instructor at Dallas Executive.
Oh, I heard that one of your other videos. Yeah, that's cool. How long did you instruct there?
Just a year.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
12 Whiskey, left crosswind, 36 midway.
So what was it like having your dad as an instructor?
It was actually really helpful. A lot of people were saying, did you like that? I did like it.
Okay.
Since, we're close and it's really convenient having him in the house if I have a question about flying, or
Right.
I can just call him up, and if I'm at school, it's really helpful
Yeah.
having him as my instructor. Eagle Eagle Cessna traffic, Cessna 4 Romeo Papa is about 6 miles east and bound for 35 Eagle Cessna. It's hard to find from this angle sometimes just because I'm so used to coming from that direction for 1-8.
It's hard to see. I mean, it's kind of...
It blends in, for
yeah,
sure.
it doesn't look much different than a road, you know?
It really doesn't, yeah. There it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is, yeah.
Do you see how it blends in with all the trees and
Yeah.
streets around it? Kind of, yeah. Eagles Nest traffic, Cessna 124 Romeo Papa is entering right downwind for 35 Eagles Nest.
Papa 8 Central 5. Okay.
Oh, it's bright. Eagles Nest traffic, Cessna 4 Romeo Papa is entering right base for 35, full stop Eagles Nest. Eagles Nest traffic, Cessna 4 Romeo Papa is turning final for 35, full stop Eagles Nest. Try to keep some power in there because sometimes there's wind shear between the hangars and everything.
Okay. All right, well done.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. You seem pretty comfortable in it, so that's great.
Thank you. Very comfortable in this plane. I love it.
How much time do you have in this airplane now?
This airplane, most of my training was done in here. I don't know.
A few hundred hours, probably?
Probably.
All right, well, cool.
Probably more than that.
Well, you're doing well with it.
Thank you.
It was another successful flight and taxi back to the hangar.
All right, Lyla, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming over.
Hey, no, thanks for flying me. You're a really great pilot. And
Thank
you
you.
definitely know what you're doing. I'm glad you're the future of aviation.
Thank you so much.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for watching another episode of Flying Doodles. Please click like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And if you'd like to come flying with us, there's a link in the show notes. We're going to be touring all around the United States in March and April, maybe part of May. And we'd love to fly with you. If you have an interesting airplane or interesting story, send me a link. We haven't decided exactly where we're going yet, but send me a message. And if everybody's kind of the same general area, we'll head that way. If we're going to head west and most people are there, we'll go that way. East, same thing. And please check out patreon.com/flyingdoodles. That's how we fund this whole thing. So thank you guys.